First off, I'm seeing Six of Swords in reverse. I'm kind of getting the sense you may not be wanting to leave a certain place, or that usually this is a card of recovery and healing, Aries. Six of Swords means going somewhere new, traveling to different horizons, going from a place of charged waters, turbulent things, to smoother horizons. And it's a card of rescue. It's a card of recovery and healing. Sometimes this can mean you rescuing yourself from something, or you rescuing someone else from something, or someone else rescuing you. But the sense that I get with it in the reverse position here is that there's resistance. So there's resistance towards going somewhere that's peaceful. There's resistance to maybe helping others recover or wanting to let that go. There's resistance to healing or recovery in some way. There may be a way in which you're putting your foot down, saying, like, I know I don't want to let go of this thing. Because this can also mean letting go in many ways, like letting go of that old baggage, that old stuff, and going somewhere where it's more peaceful and calm. In some ways, in what way, Aries, are you holding on to any old baggage? Are you holding on to anything from the last year? Or are you holding on to not recovering and healing from old stuff? Not wanting to let go of something? Because there's a new journey ahead of you that's a spiritual, climbing to a new mountaintop, feeling your personal power, having courage, having boldness, feeling like the world is your oyster, and feeling like you've got the world in the palm of your hand, and also receiving help. What's interesting is both of these cards are cards of receiving help. This one is receiving help from feeling broken. This one is receiving help and feeling strong. So is there a way at the beginning of January, Aries, that you are resisting receiving help? Because it's going to help you achieve and go to the places that you want to go. Both of these are about going to new places. This is about going somewhere that's more peaceful. This is about climbing a mountain, achieving something, going somewhere, feeling your power, feeling your strength, feeling boldness and courageousness. Two of Wands is about connecting with your own personal vision. And like I said, receiving help towards that. So I always see this card as wanting to climb to a mountaintop, and this is like your Sherpa. This is the person who helps you along the way. And also, by the way, Six of Swords is healing, right? So recovery, letting go of old baggage. Two of Wands is when you get to a place of confidence, strength, fieriness. It's partnership. It's accepting that help. It's integrating it. So it's accepting partnership in your dreams, in the places you want to go, the mountains you want to climb, the things that you want to do. There's something to do with recovery, healing, going to new lands, leaving old lands behind. There's some resistance, though, and can be leaving old baggage behind or receiving help. Do you have blocks or problems with receiving help? Because you're going to need it to go do the next thing that you want to do. And by the way, it could be fun. It could be invigorating. It could be challenging, but a challenge that you're ready for, and a challenge that helps you connect. You find a pearl there. It's rewards for the mountains you want to climb, the confidence, the boldness, undertaking your journey. Sometimes I don't like to use that word, but it's undertaking your calling. That's a better word. And then there's some way in which there is some unjust verdicts or decisions being made against a water sign here. This is usually Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This is Queen of Cups. This is someone who is intuitive. This is someone who is usually compassionate, loving. She's heart-centered, and she's a master of the heart. So she connects with her heart in regards to the way that she approaches all things. There's something to do with injustice regarding her. So either she's behaving unfairly, or usually justice is when a verdict is rendered, when a decision is made, when a judgment is made, when the evidence is weighed, and a judgment has been made. Are you unfairly judging some Pisces, Aries, or some Scorpio, or some Cancer? Is there a water sign that you've rendered a harsh judgment against? Or is there a way in which there's unfairness or injustice regarding this person, either from them to you or from you to them? Is there a way in which harshness, judgment is out of whack regarding them? Because when justice shows up in the upright position, it has to do with fairness, considering the evidence, upholding the law, doing things that have to do with righteousness and justice and fairness and equality, equanimity, all of those themes. When justice is in reverse, it says that something regarding justice is out of whack. So unjustness, unfairness, preemptory decisions or verdicts made, decisions that are made that are unfair, not weighing the evidence, not considering both sides of the story. So if you're in a tangle with a water sign person, or if you're judging them harshly, I'd like you to try to consider it from their point of view, because that's what these balance scales are about. Or if there's a way that there's some kind of injustice going on, you may want to consult with a water sign person or someone who is an archetype of Queen of Cups, because she may be able to mentor you through it. This can also be a counselor, or even like a mother who's compassionate, or a mother figure. She actually has all these pearls. She's had all this experience. You're actually headed out for a grand adventure. But she has collected a lot of pearls of wisdom, I'll even say, from her prior experiences. So she can help you maybe look at the way that you're seeing things in an upside down way, or an unjust way, or where the sense of justice is out of whack. She's in the upright position here, so she's actually a benefit to you, Aries. She wants to help you. She'll have words of wisdom, words of compassion, words of love that are beneficial to you, Aries. So call upon a water sign person if you're seeing some injustice, if you think if you're noticing unfairness. She can help you through that. And also, especially if it's towards her, try to reconsider that, Aries. I see mid-month you've got a lover's relationship showing up, but there's some resistance to it. There is some way in which it's out of whack. There's some closeness that's missing. Normally, lovers is about closeness, intimacy, vulnerability. You can see they're both naked here, so they're both being very vulnerable and open with each other. Therefore, they're able to be very close. The intimacy flourishes. When lovers is in the reverse position, there's some sort of resistance, doubt, fear. There's like trouble in the water. For some reason, I'm noticing that it's echoing back to this card, the Six of Swords, because there's two figures here where there was love and compassion. There may be something out of whack with a relationship where it's changing, where it used to be very beneficial and helpful. The closeness is I'm kind of getting that it's grinding, or that there's something challenging about it. There's some fear, doubt, resistance that's creeping in. And the sense I get, Aries, with this card followed by this card is, what is it that is being handed to you in terms of love or emotion that you're not seeing or that you're resisting? Because it looks like there's either a current relationship or a potential relationship that's open to you, but there's resistance because you are just seeing things from your own point of view, in the sense that this is all there is, this is all there ever will be, this is all there ever has been, and the weeds grow around you. And you're totally missing out on this cup that's being handed to you. It's sort of like the hand of the cup from the divine. When lovers is in reverse and Four of Cups shows up, following it, and says there may be some sort of boredom regarding your current relationship or your perception of relationships in general. You may have a certain resignation or aloofness or non-willingness to participate Try to open up, Aries. Try to add more love to what's already there. If there's any challenges in terms of relationship, whether it's the current relationship you're in, whether it's how you view relationships, or how your dreams for a relationship, try to open up and receive the love that's coming at you, and not just sort of navel gaze and say, oh, this is always how it is. Try to look up and out of yourself. That's going to help, because there is a change definitely happening for you in the sort of second to last part of January. You've got Tower in reverse and you've got Wheel in reverse. Those are both change cards, and they're both in reverse, so that there's resistance to both of them. And funny enough, they're surrounding the Seven of Swords card. Seven of Swords means me behavior. I call this card putting your head in the tiger's mouth. This is taking risks. This is like, what can I get that's mine? I'm going to make sure all my bases are covered. I don't care if I have to cut corners to do it. I don't care if I have to take what's someone else's. This is really, it's criminal behavior. It's really like, I'm looking out for number one, and I don't care what the consequences are. And that can be a very lonely position, Aries, or that can be a very, it can have consequences that you may not like. Now, this may be you, or it may be someone else. So be on the lookout for Seven of Swords behavior. That me, self-centered. I'm just gonna take these. And it can have to do with greed. It can have to do with, I got mine, I'm not worried about anybody else's. But there's change surrounding that. There's like an earthquake happening around this Seven of Swords energy. So if you have noticed someone in your environment that is very much that way, or if that has been part of your experience, Aries, or I'm not sure how he's showing up, but there is change happening around that. I'm just looking at these three cards: Tower, Seven of Swords, and Wheel in reverse. But there's resistance. Tower has to do with sudden, dramatic change that comes out of nowhere. This is like shakes our world up. But it helps us transform, it helps us take what has been established, what feels rigid, what feels immovable, and it breaks it apart. It like blows it up. And sometimes this can be a good thing. This can break you out of a rut. I actually like seeing it after Four of Cups here, because Four of Cups can be being stuck in a rut, being bored, being like resigned, being like, is that all there is? But Tower will blow that apart. The only thing is that Tower in reverse shows that it may come about in a way that engages fear or doubt or disruption. There's resistance to this change. So it's like saying, even though I might be unhappy regarding relationships, even though I'm kind of dismissing extra love that's coming at me, this change is coming. The world, the divine, nature, anything that is external forces that are beyond and above us, God, all of that, it has a way of showing up in our experience and blowing things apart if we resist it. This is the change that's coming. So there's a big change coming for you mid-January, Aries. I'm not sure what it is, but if there is any me behavior, or just like, I'm out on my own, I'm doing my thing, I'm risk-taking, I'm making sure I've got mine. I kind of think of this as like the guy, what's the word when they're a hired killer, like an assassin, or someone who's just starts with an M. Some of you may know the word I'm looking for out there, but I think of them like that, where they're just out for their own, but it's a lonely life. And so change is coming. You may be resistant to it. You may be fearful of it. You may be having some doubts about it, but let time just evolve. The wheel says that time just changes. The wheel of time. It's very much like this, where, there's this hand of God, or the hand of fate, the hand of change, the hand of nature, of any of that just propels us forwards. Try not to resist it. Try not to have fear about it, or try to embrace it, because resistance just like almost, if there's something, think of a bomb that blows up. If you try to put that bomb in a box, it only makes it worse. It almost creates more pressure. So embrace change that's coming, Aries. Mid-month, there's some good stuff happening. You're getting connected with the truth, and you're getting connected with messages regarding your heart. I get some of the sense with this 10 of coins in reverse that part of the change that you're worried about, Aries, is about losing money, is about giving up your security. 10 of coins has to do with security, inheritance, money. It's the most amount of coins that can appear on a card. And you can see here that this couple is in the castle, and they have inherited the money that has been earned over time. Usually 10 of coins has to do with money that's handed down amongst generations, and it's an accumulation of money from good decisions having been made over time. And with this, I almost get the sense that there's a fear of partnership, perhaps, Aries, being vulnerable, being open, maybe regarding security or money, because this is in the reverse position. Sometimes it can mean not receiving the money that you thought you were going to get, but with all this, with these cups and with lovers here, and with 10 of coins and resisting change, I'm getting the sense that there may be a relationship that you need to leave, Aries, that you've been resisting, or that you're resisting getting into a relationship, or resisting the current relationship because of these money and security fears. It almost feels like you want to be out on your own, being that renegade. I'm going to ask you to question that, because change is afoot. Change is happening. There's Tower. Don't resist change is actually all I'll say about that. Be open to love that's coming towards you. Don't resist lover's energy. And change is happening. See if you can confront any fears that you might have about 10 of coins themes. You can look that up online if you want to see more about what 10 of coins means. But if you're afraid of, losing your security, losing money, losing all of that, or if you're too afraid of embracing that, it could go either way. This is a fear, resistance, doubt. It could be fearing entrapment or fear of loss of something. So look into that, Aries. It's a worthy thing to explore. And then at the very end of the month, I see you breaking through. I see you aligning with the truth. It's sort of like a new clear day. Once you get past this, you align with the truth. This is Ace of Swords, which is like a new beginning. It's aligning with the truth. It's the victory of the truth. You're letting it in. And it's triumphant. It's powerful. It's clarity. It's knowledge. Swords represent the mental realm, represent thought, ideas. And when you have just one thought here, the one truth, the one idea, it's crowned in victory laurels. It is, I call it Excalibur. It's when you are aligned with the truth, everything becomes clear, the light of day. Everything opens up. And by the way, there's a messenger of the heart here, kind of echoing this Four of Cups and kind of echoing this Queen of Cups. Knight of Cups has to do with sharing what's on your heart. He's a messenger. This is Hermes, Mercury, the messenger god. He's actually in retrograde at the beginning of January, but by the end of January, he'll be direct again. So this is a time to speak your heart. This is a time to share your emotions. This is a time to say what is true about what you feel. And sometimes that can be hard for Aries. Aries is comfortable with action. Aries is comfortable with, it's a Mars-driven sign. So you like action. You're comfortable in conflict. You're comfortable in battle. So is he. But can you battle regarding the heart? Can you be courageous like a knight is regarding your heart? At the end of January is a great time for that, Aries, because you're in alignment with the truth. You're seeing things clearly. You are saying, this is what I believe. This is what I know. I'm clear. I'm solid on the truth. So towards the end of the month, be open to a message of the heart or expressing your own, Aries. It's going to be a great time for doing that. It's sort of like courage and valor and virtue and all the things that are solid, trustworthy are on your side regarding a message of the heart, whether that's to you or from you or just acknowledging it to yourself. There's some great heart energy here. if you can push through some of your fears about change, you know, Six of Swords in reverse, Tower in reverse, Wheel in reverse says, I fear change. That's a pretty loud message from here, Aries. But, you know, lean upon a Queen of Cups counselor. Enjoy this new adventure. Get some help. Be willing to receive help on that. This should be a very fun card for you, Aries. Be open to, like, the world is trying to hand you this cup of love. Be open to it. Don't let the weeds grow around you and say, oh, it's always been like this. I'm sort of getting a little bit of like stagnancy or crotchetiness. Like, this is how it is. This is how it's always been. This is how it's always going to be. Not necessarily true, Aries. Big change here. Big change here. Healing, recovery, going to new lands. Don't resist that. You know, align. You'll get it by the end of the month. If you get over your fears regarding this 10 of coins stuff, you'll connect with the truth, and you'll be open to message of the heart.